Luckily, it's warm enough that it's just rain. I don't like the snow. Good morning, Gray Pearl. Excuse me. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, JD. Yeah, we're sitting at like 37 degrees and rain, which I don't love. That's okay. All right, I think. Okay, I had a couple of strands from Monday's show become available. So I'm going to show those real quick. See if anybody wants those before we move on. Good morning, Wild and Free. Good morning, HZ Lovesky. Hello, my friends. Oh, yeah, I need to tag people. Most of you, I think, are here, but let's give everyone a tag anyway. I'm just... It's down here. Like, I'm seeing this little piece of dog hair. There we go. I can only see it on my screen. All right, today we're going to do stone strands. I'm doing a bundle show. So if there's something you want, you just say me in the chat. I will start you a basket when you're ready to check out. Just let me know. What's going on here? Today is my last show of the week, so I do ask if you have an open basket with me that you check out today. If you want to rewatch some shows or anything before you pay today, just let me know and I can send you a listing later with whatever you want to add. But I am trying to get things closed out today, especially since it's the end of the month. And, well, I have an accounting background, so that means something to me. I like to have nice, clean ends of the month. Right, JD? Oh, goodness. Okay. Actually, you know what? We'll do those another time. Let's just keep going. Let's just go. Because I think we're good. Okay. These are cool. So bundle show, all of these today are half strands already. So they are what they are. I'm not going to cut anything in half beyond that. But for the most part, prices are pretty reasonable, I think. My fellow accounting buddy. All right, these are agate, dyed yellow and black. These are $4 a strand. This is an 8mm faceted round. It kind of has like soft facets, I like to call them. Not super sharp facets on there. One for HZ. We're just hitting the ground running today. They remind me of Bumblebee Jasper, but they're dyed agate. So half strand is $4. One for HZ, one for Your Kingdom. One for Lauren. Welcome in, Lauren. Get your name on a basket. And one for Gray Pearl. That leaves me with one more. If anybody else is eyeballing that. All right. My youngest ended up, or no, not my youngest, my oldest ended up coming home sick from school yesterday. She just has like this weird cough, cold thing. But it gave her a fever. Those were 8mm. Yes, those were 8mm. So she can't go to school. But she feels fine when she's medicated, so it's like, ugh. All right. 6mm bloodstone jasper, $4 for a half strand. 6mm rounds. I know. She wanted to be at school yesterday, but they sent her home when she went to the nurse and had a fever, which is understandable. As soon as I got Tylenol in her, she's like, why can't I be at school? I'm like, well, because you need Tylenol to function. 6mm rounds, $4 a strand, per half strand, I should say. These are so funny. They always send these to me. These are glass. This is a 4mm cat's eye cube. $4 for a half strand, really cool orange. But these are glass. I don't know why they send them to me in a stone trunk show, but that's okay. Imitation stone, kind of. Cool color, nice bright orange. If you like cat's eye, the Chatoyan Sea of Cat's Eye is there. Those are $4 a strand, half strand. Excuse me, 4mm cubes. One for Kelly. Hi, Kelly. I have stuff for you from last week still too, so I'm just gonna keep adding to that. And then I do need you to check out today though, please. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Then I have the same shape or same thing in gray, same shape, same size, $4, half strand. These are glass again, gray cat's eye. One for HZ and one for Kelly. And one for Kim S. Yeah, that color's a little easier to handle. The orange is fun. The gray is nice. You know what I mean? Like they're both good, but they're different, obviously. Okay. Oh, fun. Okay. $4 for a half strand, 5mm blue goldstone stars. I also have these in just a standard goldstone color as well. This is blue goldstone, 5mm stars, $4 per half strand. And I have 4 strands. These are so fun. All right. That one was a little tangled. That's okay. And then here's the standard goldstone. Kelly, you want one of the blue goldstones? You got it. They're all tangled. I'll get you one though. There's like one that's intertwined on all the others. Okay. There we go. I got one free for you. Okay. Those are back in business. And then here we have the standard goldstone color, $4, 5mm stars. Goldstone, half strands are $4, I should say. Everything today is going to be half strands. One for Kelly. My sister's name is Kelly. So I'm always fond of Kellys by default. One for Kim. She's my baby sister. Yeah, we're pretty cool. I love it. Yeah, she's a rock star. There's not anything that girl can't handle. She's amazing. I want to be here when I grow up. $4 for a half strand, 4mm round Amazonite. These have pretty decent color to them. A little paler than I typically would buy. But if you need that nice soft color, these are good. And they're $4 for a half strand, which is about 7.5 to 8 inches typically. Let's see. Yep, this one's right at 7.5. So just for measurement guideline for you there. $4 for a half strand. These are a little bit bigger. This is a 6mm star, and these are red dyed quartz. Half strands are $4, 6mm size. I've got one for Kelly, one for Buffy. Welcome in. If you guys have questions along the way, feel free to ask. Sometimes I know the answer. If I don't, I will tell you though. I'm pretty honest. Oh, sorry, I keep bumping that. Take you on a wild ride there. One of those for JD as well. All right, this one, 3mm Russian Amazonite. Half strands are $4. So these are a lot darker than just like a standard Amazonite. They are out of Russia. but really rich, strong colors. 3mm rounds, $4 for a half strand. I love these. I might need a strand of those. I love that color. Okay, I have 2 strands here. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm going to do these first. These are dyed howlite. That's what the tag says. I'm not sure they are. They don't feel very stone-like to me, to be totally honest. All of these things I have today, and so let me explain this a little bit to you. All the things I have today are from a vendor who just sends me boxes, and whatever I don't sell, I send back. So I don't pick the things he sends. It's not stock I normally carry. So when I come across funny things like this, I'm super upfront because I want you to know what you're getting. So the tag, like I said, the tag says dyed howlite. I don't think they feel very much like howlite. They're a pretty color. They're $4 for a half strand, 6x4mm. If you like the way they look and are okay not really knowing what they are, they're awesome. One for M. Torres, one for HZ. And that's kind of how I roll. If I'm not sure what something is, I will tell you guys straight out. I want you to be happy with what shows up at your door. And same goes for these. This one, though, is tagged pink imitation coral. It feels pretty plasticky, to be honest. $4 for a half strand. The color's really cool. But again, not stone. Imitation something. Probably made out of a resin or acrylic. Thank you. I try really hard. And when I do show stock that I've purchased into, right now I'm handpicking everything I show you. I'm exploring some vendors that maybe I hope I can trust to maybe send me nice things. So we'll kind of see as we get into that. But for now, everything that I've already bought into is stuff I've handpicked. Here we go. Here's a good box. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's some cool stuff in here. Okay. Yeah, if I can find some vendors that I can trust to send me nice things, it would be great because then I could add stone throughout the year and not just when I can make it to a show. So that could be good. All right, $3.50 for a half strand, 6mm dyed agate, faceted rounds. One for Am Torres, 2 for HZ. Yeah, if you guys need a full strand worth of something, claim 2. I do have one more of those left. $3.50 for the half strand. They're pretty fun. Kelly, you got it. I like the colors on these. Oh, they only sent me 3. All right, I have 3. And these are $3.50 a strand. Agate, they are dyed to be tourmaline colors. They are not tourmaline. It's dyed agate. 6mm faceted rounds. $3.50 for a half strand. And I like the colors. Really jewel tone here. One of those for Kathy. One for Your Kingdom, Your Kingdom. These are 6mm. You still want one? Sure, Arrowleaf. Okay. Just checking. They're cool. They're a good color. Yeah, let's get you going, Arrowleaf. All right, so you're going to see some goodies from the past 2 days as I do this checkout. The way I usually run my shows is I let you guys carry your baskets over from my first show of the week to my last show of the week, just to help save on shipping because a lot of people show up for all the shows I do, which is amazing, and I love it so much. So to try and help out, I don't make you check out at the end of every show, just at the end of every week. All right, Arrowleaf 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. 1, 2, 3 at 3. You've got 1 at 5. 1, 2, 3 at 6. There's 2 more at 4. Hey, Reba. Good morning, good morning. 1 at 7. 1 at 9. Gosh, those are cool. And then in stone for Monday, we have 1 and 2 at 7. And 1 and 2 at 650. Yes, they're check glass, and I love them as well. I actually just placed an order for about 12 new colors. All right, Arrowleaf, that puts you at 115 this week. But yeah, I agree. I love that shape. Here we go. We had a fun check glass show yesterday. Okay. There you go, Arrowleaf. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry, my daughter is texting me. There we go. She's like, I'm coughing a lot. I'm like, I know you're sick, baby. I have not seen her today so far, Reba. She did check out yesterday, so I don't know if she was planning on being here today or not. Okay, you can tag her. Get her in here if you want. Doesn't bother me. All right, let's keep chugging along. Chug a chug. All right, I think I showed these the other day, but I'm going to show them again because they're in this box. $8 for a half strand. Aventurine coins, 12 millimeter size and faceted. $8 for a half strand. Sweet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did show these. Your Kingdom, you already have one, just so you know. One for Buffy. You're welcome. These are pretty nice. Rose quartz without pink string running through it. That has a clear string. So that color is not being influenced by the strand of cording running through those beads. These are $7.50 for a half strand. This is a 12 millimeter heart in rose quartz. $7.50 for the half strand. One for your Kingdom. Those are nice. Like those. Got all kinds of stuff in here. I don't even know. I'm just gonna blindly start grabbing. We'll get through it. These are $3.50. $3.50 for a half strand. 8 millimeter picture jasper. Picture jasper is really cool. It's pretty, it's kind of a staple. You can find it pretty regularly, but $3.50 for a half strand is awesome. 8mm smooth rounds in Picture Jasper. So many cool little patterns on all these beads. That's what I love about Picture Jasper. Each little bead tells a story for sure. Okay. Moving along. If you guys ever want me to backtrack on something too, like, oh, I should have claimed when you had that out, that's okay. I can go back. You tell me. 4mm black sardonyx, $3.50 for a half strand. Really similar to like a banded agate. Has some banding in there. It is a little subtle because these are small. They're 4mm, but it is there. One of my favorites for sure. $3.50 for a half strand. 4mm rounds. All right, we've got another dyed agate, 6mm faceted rounds. These are really summery colors. The soft pinks and the bright blues, a little bit of amber tones in there. These are $3.50 for a half strand. 6mm faceted dyed agate, one for HZ, two for Buffy, one for Kelly, and those are gone. Oh, wait, hang on, Kelly. I don't think I have enough for you. Hold on. One for HZ, one for JD, two for Buffy, and then I'm out. I'm sorry, Kelly. There we go. Read the line correctly. Appreciate it. I always hate when I don't have enough for everybody. Designing a bracelet with some check-in gemstones. Still, first got some tweaking to do because I can see my threads. Yeah, send me a picture. Send me a picture. I love these. I think they send these to me every time, but I think they're gorgeous. This is an 8mm round dyed jade. Really rich red, almost to a pink, but not quite. These are $3.50 for a half strand. Okay, JD, I'll do that. Appreciate it. Scooched that on over. $3.50 for a half strand, two for gray pearl, one for JD, and one for your kingdom. Those are gone. I know, bead people are the best people. Every time. Maybe not every time, but like 99% of the time. Bead people rock. All right. These are $7.50 for a half strand. 6mm blue goldstone faceted rounds. These are really nice. You can see the quality of cut on these is higher than like those agates. So that is going to be part of the price difference there. But $7.50 for a half strand, 6mm faceted rounds. Bead people stone. Oh, goodness. I love blue goldstone. I think it's really fun. It's like little, it reminds me of like, okay, I've never been, but it reminds me of like being in outer space, like what it might feel like, just the darkness and then some sparkle. I don't know. I could be wrong. $7.50 for a half strand, 8mm sponge coral rounds. $7.50 sponge coral, half strands, 8mm round. These are really cool. I usually see these larger than this, so the 8mm is kind of a unique size. I could be this kind of stoner all day long. What is this? Sure enough. Okay. This is going to be fun. These are $7.50 for a half strand. 12 by 5mm rice. This is denim lapis. I need to turn my light off so I can show you. Lapis does react to UV light. So there we go. Lighten up like that. Super cool. $7.50 for a half strand. 12 by 5mm rice. Denim lapis. It's lighter toned than like typical lapis. And really more in that denim range, which is really fun. I think really usable too. Leather wrap beads. There you go. Exactly. One for Kelly. Yeah, you just did that tutorial too. Gotta get you on YouTube, Reba. Gotta do it. I'm gonna get you there. One of those for you too, Reba. You got it. You have an open basket anyway. It's fine. Kathy, I got you. Oh, wait. Okay. Got one for Kelly, one for Kathy, one for Reba. Oh, are you synced up to with your whatnot? Two birds with one stone that way. Hi, Queenie. How are you? Oh, I didn't respond to you. I read it. We're good. I just forgot to reply. Hi, Kat. Good morning. 750 half strand, 16 by 8 millimeter carnelian. They're calling that a double prism shape. 750 for the half strand. One of those for your kingdom. Yeah, these are cool. One for Reba. Yeah, if you already have a YouTube, it's not, you have to, like, somehow on YouTube, you have to get approved to live stream. And I think that's in your settings somewhere. And then once you're approved to live stream, you just, before you go live on Whatnot, you can connect your channel to Whatnot. And then every time you go live, it syncs up. Good morning, Deuce. I got one of those for you as well. It's pretty straightforward, I think. From what I remember, whatever I clicked, it worked. Oh, this is kind of like the 8 millimeter we had earlier. This is a 6 millimeter. 350 for a half strand dyed agate, black and yellow. 6 millimeter faceted rounds. That's not true, because I did it when I had no subscribers. I literally set up my channel, and then you had to wait 24 hours to get approved, and had to fill out, all your information. But I definitely did it before I had 50. Yeah, check on it. That's your homework tonight. One for Buffy. But then when you do tutorials, they're there. You don't have to worry about it. There you go. You got a subscriber. I love it. Yeah, post your YouTube channel. If you guys aren't following Wise Old Bag Lady, she always does fun tutorials. She does random pop-up shows. She's really fun. Please follow her. Any other sellers in here? Please let us know. I love supporting other sellers. 350 4 millimeter goldstone rounds. Half strands for 350. HZ, did I see you have a show or had a show? I feel like I came across something. And somebody else that I was like, what? They're selling? Who was it? I can't remember. Yeah, you guys give yourself a little promotion. A bracelet seller. I knew I saw you on there. Woo woo. Guys, go follow HZ. And your kingdom, subscribe to Wise Old Bag Lady. Love it. Love it, love it. 350 for a half strand, 8 millimeter snowflake obsidian rounds. Guys, I love snowflake obsidian. I don't know why they call it that. It's not white. It doesn't really look like snowflakes, but I love this stuff. One for Am Torres. About 7 shows now. Gemstone bracelets for great prices. I love it. Love it, love it. Am Torres, I got you on that one. Oh, yeah. You sent it to me. Out of sight, out of mind, I'm telling you. Oh, Reba, this is cool. Look what she did. Oh, I love that. Yeah, you just need little size 11s in there. Just to cover your string. That's all you need. Isn't that beautiful? I emailed my vendor today to try and get a restock on these before they hit his website. So, we'll see. We'll see. hopefully he emails back and is like, yep, I'm going to put them in the mail tomorrow. That would be great. I don't think it's going to happen, but isn't that cool? Reba, is it the same technique as the other one you did? The tutorial you just did, but just different sized beads? Guys, these are really cool. All right, I have 4 of these. $7.50 for a half strand. These are frosted carved crystal quartz. So cool. Little pumpkin beads, $7.50 for a half strand. I love them. One for HZ. Good morning, Flint. I got one for you. Yes and no? Oh, okay. It's like a step up from the last one. Love it. These are beautiful. Matte finished. Melon carved. Oh, love them. Here's another carved. These are $7.50 for a half strand as well. This is a 6mm carved bone. So lighter weight. It's not actually a stone, but a lot of times bone beads get lumped together in the stone category. Really cool carving pattern on there. Those would add a lot of texture to whatever you're trying to create. Snake knots. Cool. I don't know if I've heard of a snake knot. All I know is a slip knot and like an overhand knot. I'm very basic on my knots. Reba, I got one for you. Okay. I'm going to measure these. These look, tag says 6mm. They look bigger than that to me. These are almost a 7mm, like 6 3/4. This is bronzite, 6mm rounds, half strands for $7.50. The snake knot, you tried the snake knot. Bronzite, tag says 6mm, but it's almost a 7mm. $7.50 for a half strand. Oh, look at those. They're so pretty. Bronzite, you see the little like glimmer points? It's because bronzite has hematite in it, which is something I've learned within the last year and did not realize that until there was a seller that I was watching and she said she had magnetized bronzite. And I was like, what in the world are you talking about, lady? So I went and did some research, and it's because it has hematite in it. Hematite's an iron oxide, and you can magnetize it. Monday for another tutorial. Get it on the books. That sounds awesome. $6 for a half strand, 16 by 12mm mother of pearl rectangles. Half strands for $6. These are beautiful. Beautiful. There's my sick child.
I'm not sick.
I know. That medicine helps you. One for Kim S. One for Kelly. Not Aunt Kelly, not Miss Kelly. Her teacher's name is Miss Kelly.
And my aunt is named Aunt Kelly.
Yeah.
So I know 3 Kellys.
Now you know 3 Kellys. Love it. What's up, babe?
Do you have do you know where the lined paper notebooks are in Dad's office?
No. But you can see if there's any blank ones here.
Oh, okay.
Traveling. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to help her this weekend. I'm going to help her. Here's another one that would be good for Reba's bracelets. African turquoise cylinders. These are $6 for a half strand, 13 by 4mm. $6 for a half strand. They're all halves, Kathy, so I'll just give you one half. There we go. One for Kathy, one for Reba, one for Kelly, and one for Kim S. Those are gone.
Oh.
You can just take the whole notebook if you need.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. It's all good. Oh, I love this shape. They've sent me a few things in this shape. Now where the other ones are right now, I don't know, but yes. Let me show this one and I'll check you out, HC. These are Red Adventuring Teardrops, 18 by 10 millimeters, $6 for a half strand. They're kind of like a pumpkin-y orange with a little bit of a red undertone. Love the color, love the shape. $6 for a half strand. I make a lot of earrings, and I feel like these would make really quick, easy earrings with just like a spacer or putting them in a frame. Love, love, love. One of those for Buffy. And then we'll check out HZ and Flint and Fig. All right. And Buffy, you got it. No problem. All right. HZ, we have one at $7.50. What did I do? There we go. We've got 1, 2, 3 at $3.50. And then we have 1, 2, and 3 at $4. So $30 HC. My homework this weekend is to figure out, they have a new import from Shopify function on Whatnot here. And I need to figure that out, because if I could amp up my website and my Whatnot at the same time, that would be awesome. 2 birds with 1 stone again. I love it. There you go, HZ. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Got yourself a nice little goodie bag. Thank you, thank you. And then we're going to do Flint and Fig and then Buffy. All right, my friend. Oh, you got some pretty things from yesterday, too. All right, so we have this guy at $7.50 from today. I'll sort these a little bit. We've got 1 and 2 at 10. 1 at 9. Oh my gosh, I love those every time. Every time. I think they're beautiful. All right, we've got 1 at 3. Yes, Reba. 1, 2, 3 at 4. 1 at 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4 at 6. So 80, 50. We'll round down to 80. Yeah, whenever you want, Reba. Do you want to check out after Buffy right now, or do you want to wait? I'm gonna keep showing. We're half an hour into the show today, and I don't have a hard cutoff, so we're gonna keep going. There you go, Flint and Fig. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know. Oh my gosh, when you get these, especially, oh, they're so beautiful. I know. I mean, they're a more expensive check glass bead, but I totally think they're worth it, hands down. Sure. No, I don't mind at all. Don't mind at all. And just so you guys know, if you're checking out now and you find your way back in here, as long as I'm still live, your shipping will combine. So if there's something else you can't live without, no problem. I can help get that to you as well. Buffy, we have 1 at 6. We have 1, 2, 3 at $3.50. There we go. 1 at 4 and 1 at 8. Put you at $28.50. We round down to 28. Hi, Carmen. Good morning. You want me to wait, Reba? I can wait. You tell me, my friend. There you go, Buffy. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Buffy's. Thank you, and that's your first purchase. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Glad you found me. This is you don't have very much either. Well, I mean, it's all in the eye of the beholder, right? So far, Reba, you've got these, that check glass from yesterday. You want to wait? Hi, J Wim. Good morning. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay. These are really cool. These are big. These are really big. These are like pendants. Coffee agate, long ovals, $6 for a half strand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 5 beads on a half strand. These are kind of cool. They're like transparent and opaque. I would say definitely focal beads. 34 by 20 millimeters, so they're big. But $6 for 5 of them, which is awesome for focals. They're really shiny. Reflecting a lot of light there. What are those ivory flower rounds? They're bone. Let me show you. Yes, they are, your kingdom. These are $7.50 for a half strand JWM. They're about 6 millimeter size. They're carved bone. They're cool though, aren't they? I love carved. Well, I was gonna say stone. These aren't stone. They're bone, but they're so pretty. Got one for you, JWM. Got some more rose quartz. It's lighter weight. It's softer, but it's pretty durable. Like shouldn't just like crack on you. I'm trying to think like historically, because we would sell bone beads in the bead shop I worked at. I mean, I guess every now and again, like a bigger one would crack, but that's kind of an extreme case. They're pretty good. Carmen wants one of the bone ones as well. Sorry, Carmen, I missed that. Got you now. All right. These are $6 for a half strand. This is an 8 by 5 millimeter rose quartz rondelle. $6 for the half strand. Sometimes, a lot of times, they're like buffalo bone, your kingdom. Okay, I'll pull it back out, Gray Pearl. Rose quartz 8 by 5 millimeter rondelles. So nice big rondelle. I mean, not huge, but good size. 8 millimeter. And also, these have the clear string running through them, so they're really a good pink. One for your kingdom. If you like rose quartz, that's a good one. $7.50 for the half strand on these Gray Pearl. 6 millimeter carved bone. Oh, I'm sorry. Who did I say? Gray Pearl wants one of those. Or pass. Okay. She was asking. That's what I meant to say. Kelly, I do have one for you. Oh, there's some pretty things in here. $6 for a half strand. Sodalite 6 millimeter rounds. I love carved beads too. A lot. I still have some of those carved labradorite pendants. I bought them a couple years ago now, but I mean, they're a little pricier, but I don't think they're crazy, actually. I'll have to get those out again soon. $6, 6 millimeter sodalite half strand. These are nice dark sodalite. Oh, these are fun. I have 3 strands of these. $6 for a half strand. Dyed agate. They call it peacock green, but to me they look more like candied apples. It looks like caramel and Granny Smith apple color. $6. 8mm rounds. Half strands are $6. That's totally fine. Yeah, we'll do it next month. One for your kingdom. Aren't those fun? I like these colors. $8mm round tiger eye. The last one was $6. It was dyed agate. Half strand for $6. These are also $6 for a half strand, and these are tiger eye. Oh, yes. So beautiful. So pretty. So pretty. Oh, man. Here's that shape I like. Unikite. 18 by 10mm teardrops in Unikite. These are $6 for a half strand. They were $7.50 for the half strand. One of these for Deuce. Sue, I don't know if you caught yesterday's check glass show, but I got a restock / new faceted check glass melons. Yes, I got you on them, Carmen. Thank you. I saw your comment delayed from when you posted it, but I did get you. Thank you for checking. You're welcome. Yeah, if you guys aren't sure if I got you, please ask. I am not offended by that. $6. I know you love them, so you love them the way I love them. So I thought I would share. $6. Half strand 10 by 8mm tiger eye nuggets. Just little chunky guys. $6 for a half strand. These are really good for like masculine jewelry because they're not super consistent in their shape. But also just that color tone is very good for masculine jewelry. Yeah, that's how my Tuesdays are. Like I just don't catch a breath on Tuesdays. I get it. Although one of the things that keeps me busy on Tuesdays just ended yesterday, so I'll get a little more time on Tuesdays for the summer. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. $13 for a half strand. This is 10mm round amethyst. Look how clean those are. And they're cut so beautifully. $13 for a half strand in amethyst. 10mm faceted rounds. Wow. I don't even like amethyst very much usually, but I love those. I know they do look like candy. Don't eat them. Don't eat them. Yeah, they're gorgeous. Really nice faceting on them. Really straight holes. All the things we like on beads. $6 for a half strand. This is silver leaf jasper in a 4mm cube. Very grape, yes. I love silver leaf jasper. I love it when it's more of this kind of khaki color. It has really cool striations in it, which I'm a stripey girl. I like it. $6 for a half strand, 4mm cubes. One for Kelly. Here's another tube. This is a rectangle cube, a square cube tube. Sorry, not tube, cube, tube. 13 by 4mm Cape Amethyst square cylinder. These again also have a nice purple to them. $6 for a half strand. One of those for Kelly. One for Reba. Oh, see that one? I always check these because this shape doesn't travel very well the way they pack them, and so one of these strands has a cracked bead. But I checked both of the strands I put in your baskets, so they should be good. Yeah, he just basically throws these in bags, like giant bags by price point, and then puts it in a box with like a layer of bubble wrap. Not a ton of protection. So they make it for the most part. $6 for a half strand, 12 by 16 millimeter new jade in this kind of tumbled nuggety rectangular nugget. New jade. So it's jade, it's a lighter shade. Kind of that pear color maybe. Honeydew. Somewhere in that range. $6 a strand. Chunky monkeys. Ooh, these are gorgeous. Gosh, these are so pretty. $6 for a half strand, 8 by 5 millimeter carnelian rondelles. Yeah, I was wondering what that one was. Sometimes, usually I can figure out what the autocorrect is supposed to mean. That was a good one. One of these for Kelly. Love these 8 by 5 millimeter carnelian. One for your kingdom. I love the color variety in these. I've got 2 more. $6 for the half strand. Here we go again with amethyst that I like. Golly. This is really dark. Really pretty. $6 for a half strand. 5 millimeter rounds. The tag does say AA quality on there. They are really, really pretty. 5 millimeter rounds. $6 for a half strand. One for Kathy. One for JD. I have one more. Really nice quality on those. $6 half strand, 5 millimeter rounds. Ooh. Hi, Pearl and Oliver's mom. Good morning. How have you been? Good to see you. Kiwi quartz, $13 for a half strand. This is an 8 millimeter round. Look at Kiwi quartz is so cool. It has all these really cool inclusions in there. It's like little moss pockets. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? I love that. $13 for a half strand, 8 millimeter round Kiwi quartz. Really transparent on a lot of those beads. Man, I love it. They're so interesting, all these beads. One for Pearl and Oliver's mom. And a carnelian, you got it. You got it. So everything today is half strands, just so you know, okay? I'm trying to say it on each one, but if I forget, everything is a half strand. So 7.5 to 8 inches long. This is what I was going for. These are $13 for a half strand. Sodalite. These are big, 10 by 6 millimeter rondelles. Those are nice big rondelles. Wow, they're cool. Sodalite. 13 for a half strand. One for Deuce. One for your kingdom. I've got one more. Yeah, those are fun. So fun. What are these? 13 for a half strand red quartz 8 millimeter round. They've alternated with the lighter tones and the darker tones on the strands, which I always find interesting. There's some cool striations in these. I'm going to hold them close. Red quartz 8 millimeter rounds, $13 for a half strand. Super interesting. Of rabbit hair. Nice, nice. This is what I was reaching for, and I pulled those out. These are also 13 for a half strand. Wow, these are cool. These are 12 millimeter rounds in fluorite. Sometimes fluorite I don't love. Gosh, it's got to be a nice quality, and these are really nice. Got some good purples in there, but these are not like muddy tones. So pretty. 2 for Deuce. 1 for Pearl and Oliver's mom. I've got one more of those. 13 for the half strand. Yeah, aren't those amazing? Look at those teals in there. Wow. I'd get those for those 2 beads alone. That's because that's what I do. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. What are these? That's close to the color, JWM. I know. It's 2 beads, though. So, white moonstone, 8 millimeter round, $12.50 for a half strand. There's not much chatoyancy. There's no rainbow in these, but they do look like moonstone. $12.50 for a half strand, 8 millimeter round. I don't know. I've seen nicer. We're just gonna move on. I'm not gonna try and sell you on them. I wouldn't buy them. You want one for little mom? You got it. They're a good white. They're a good white. They're not one I probably would typically stock, which is one of the good reasons for doing these trunk shows. So everything here is stuff that is shipped to me by one of my vendors, and whatever doesn't sell, I send back. So it's like really low pressure, and again, gives me the opportunity to show you things that I wouldn't purchase. So we all have different tastes, and I love that. All right, these are $6 for a half strand. These are cute. 6 by 3 millimeter goldstone rondelles. Is that a 3? They look skinnier than a 3 to me, but maybe they're a 3. And it's about a 6 by 2. 6 by 2 rondelle. Goldstone, $6 for a half strand. Yeah, it was like a white moonstone. Not like a white, but I mean, it's pretty white. That is $12.50 for the half strand. There's against my white tray. Brought me back from Italy, Millefiore. Smooth rondelles in several colors. Yes. So good. I need to get back to Italy. That's not happening right now. I need to go to Murano again because I got off on the wrong boat stop. And I found beads, but I missed like the whole bead row. So I gotta go back. That's what that means. $6 for a half strand silver leaf jasper. 13 by 4 millimeter cylinders or long tubes. These are cool. 2 of those for gray pearl. 1 for Kelly. My daughter's doing her homework since she's homesick. And one of her homework assignments was to write a letter to somebody in her family. So she picked her cousin. She just texted. She's like, Can I put a piece of candy in with her note? Sure. I love Silverleaf. And you know what? Like these are really pretty. Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't give anybody that one. That one has a broken bead. I have some Silverleaf that I made into a necklace. That I bought. I mean, it's probably at least 20 years ago, and I cannot find anything like it anymore. It's so pretty. If I could find it, I would get like 20 strands. It's so pretty. All right, these are $6 for a half strand. 18 by 10 millimeter aventurine flat teardrops. $6 for a half strand. And actually, a gray pearl on those tubes, when I was counting strands, I was like, ooh, these are pretty. What are they? And when I read the tag, I was like, of course they are. Of course that's what it is. I love them. $6. Green aventurine. Easy earring beads. That's what I'm start calling that shape. Oh my gosh, you guys. I did not get enough of these. Pearl and Oliver's mom for the green aventurine. You guys are going to want to have your me's ready on these. Trust me. I have 5 strands. I don't think it's going to be enough. These are $6, 6 millimeter rounds, half strands, ocean jasper. And they're insane. They're so pretty. Happy heart. Hello, hello. One for Pearl and Oliver's mom. One for your kingdom. 6 millimeter rounds. Okay, that surprises me. I don't see ocean jasper with this little mustard amount in it. One for Tracy. How you doing, Betsy? Hanging out. I love it. I know, we can't stay away from these beads, can we? I watch shows on my day off too. Pack orders, watch shows, tag beads, watch shows. I love it. If you guys are not following Happy Heart, make sure you do. She has the most beautiful check glass beads, of course, next to my stash, but we have complementing stashes. These are $13 for a half strand tiger eye faceted rondelles, 6 by 4 millimeter, Cape May, New Jersey. I love it. Is it nice enough for the beach yet? If we drop another 3 degrees, we're getting snow today. Aren't they cool? I love when they facet tiger eye. Because they have the chatoyancy, that cat's eye effect, which already makes them really cool and plays with the light really well. But then you facet them and you have a whole nother element. I know, she has beautiful things. And you guys, some of you guys were asking for butterflies in my check glass show yesterday. I don't stock butterflies in the check glass, but Happy Heart does. She has a nice selection. 60 degrees and sunny. I love it. There it is. Oh, my daughter. I'm putting a piece of candy in for my cousin. Can I have a piece of candy too? No. You are sick. You do not need candy. Black spinel freeform nuggets, about 8 by 12 millimeters. $13 for half strand. Are they? Oh, I wonder what happened. I'm going to call today because they have been in France for a week. They haven't moved. Charles de Gaulle. Very American way to say it. $13 for a half strand. Okay, when I call, I'll say, and find Betsy's box too. They must have been like on a pallet or something and gotten, I don't know. My boxes have never gone through Paris. Isn't it cool? It's like really rough, isn't it, JD? Really cool. I mean, I track all my boxes out of the Czech Republic. I don't think I've ever seen them go through France. Germany, Belgium, Portugal one time, Denmark. Never France. Lavender quartz, $13 for a half strand, 8 millimeter round. Really nice soft purple. Show that against the white so you can see that color really nicely. $13 for a half strand, 8 millimeter round lavender quartz. One for Pearl and Oliver's mom. Yeah, great color, right, JD? Love it. $13 for a half strand Burma jade. These are 4 millimeter faceted rounds. $13 for the half strand. Burma jade always is a little more expensive anyways. But these are pretty. They have a little bit of the color variety that we love in Burma jade. Enjoy the beach. I'll be looking at the rain clouds. Thank you so much, Happy Heart. Have a wonderful day. $13 half strand, 4mm faceted rounds. Beautiful. Beautiful. Green Angel Light. Ooh, these are pretty. $13 for a half strand, 8mm rounds. Look at that nice soft green blue color. These do have a little bit of chatoyancy in them. They're very pretty. And nice straight holes too. One for Pearl and Oliver's mom. $13 for a half strand. Those are nice. 8mm green angelite. Here's some big ones. Chunky. $13 for a half strand bamboo coral, red bamboo coral. They range a little bit, about 20 by 18mm or so. Put my line there so I don't keep putting one in Pearl and Oliver's mom's basket, unless she wants one. $13 for a half strand. These are big. These are chunky. They're fun. These would be awesome with some like big turquoise or something like that. All right, we got some more bone. These are not carved, but these are cool. $6 for a half strand buffalo bone, 12 by 6mm rice. Might be like a black onyx in between those. I'm not sure what is in between them. I feel like it's too shiny to also be bone. $6 for the half strand, 12 by 6mm in size. $6 for a half strand. Aren't they cool? They have a nice smooth feel to them too. They're very fun. Got one for Kelly. And because they're bone, they are more lightweight than like a stone would be. Buffalo bone. Pretty much anytime anything is tagged bone, it's going to be buffalo bone. Right. I put a line there so that I wouldn't give them to you. That's what I was saying. That's why I said your name. I'm like, I have to put my line there so I don't put these in your basket. So you're good. You're safe. You do not have giant red beads in there. I've got two of these. $8 for a half strand. 12mm Unikite faceted coins. These are kind of cool. It's $8 for a half strand. One for your kingdom. I'll give you this one. This one, the holes are a little wonky on it. That's okay. I'm kind of in that boat too. A lot of people do like it. There's been one or two times where I've come across a shape that they've just done really well, and I'm like, oh, that one I kind of like. But yeah, I'm not naturally drawn to it. So this is good for me to have now because I don't typically buy it. So yeah, it's usually less expensive. So it is one that is a little more common because it's pretty easy to get. Nice price point. All right, these are $8 for a half strand, 10 by 8mm faceted nugget, black onyx. You can be an oddball. You're not the only one who likes it. I do sell it when I have it. You're not the only one. It has a good like contrast to it. It's just, personal tastes. $8 for half strand black onyx, faceted nuggety guys. Well, these are really dark. These are cool though. That's fair. If it was like mostly pink with a little bit of green, you'd like it better. I could get on board with that. $8 for a half strand, 8mm round garnet, dark garnet. The black onyx was also $8 for a half strand. one of the black onyx for you, Pearl and Oliver's mom. All right, and nobody on the garnet. Oh, that's okay. No worries. Shower and beads. Reba, are you still here? You might like these. These are $7 for a half strand moss agate lentils. So it's the whole placement that you like, that you're looking for, not the shape. But 12mm coins in the lentil shape, 12mm, $7 for a half strand. I've got two. No pressure. They made me think of you. So these are fun. I would keep them together, at least like, 3 or 5 at a time. They sit really cool when you put them on as a bracelet. Just kind of fun. And the moss agate's beautiful. $7 for a half strand on those. We have some really giant ones in here. I love it. These I would pull apart and use as focals because they are huge, but they are only $8 for a half strand for these giant beads. Red agate, 17 by 14mm nugget. You have a little like semi-faceting going on some of these. These are cool. A little rough spot there, but it's not cracked all the way through, I don't think. One for your kingdom. Yeah, you got the hematite ones, I think, right? I sent those off already. So agate is like a broad classification like jasper. Agates typically have more transparency to them and they have banding to them usually. Jaspers are usually all the way opaque and their patterns are usually more patternful than just banding, if that makes sense. Emberly's Treasures, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you so much. If you're not following Emberly's Treasures, please do. Her shows are wonderful all the time. She does check glass. I think you were doing charms this morning, I saw. So she has all kinds of goodies for you. And if you're coming in from her show, I think I run things pretty similarly. I do a bundle show. So if there's something you want, you just say me in the chat. I'll start you a basket and do one checkout for you when you're ready to go. Hello. Hear it a lot with a lot of variety. Yeah. So they're just kind of like broad categories. And then it tapers down to different types of agates or different types of jaspers or different types of quartz. Quartz is another one. So there's like a, kind of a few main categories that everything kind of gets lumped into and narrows down from there. Charms, and you did auctions today. Wow, you're just breaking all the rules. Just kidding. It's not really a rule. $8, 10mm crackle quartz, smooth rounds, 10mm size, half strands for $8. These are cool. They're like ice. I was gonna say ice cubes, but they're round. Ice rounds. 10mm, $8 for a half strand. I was thinking about doing an auction show coming up. I have a bunch of stuff I bought off my neighbor whose grandma used to do beading, and so I have this old stock stuff, but it's all like one of a kind things. So I'm like, maybe I should just do an auction show. Ice balls. There you go. Yeah, ice balls. All right, $8 for a half strand. These are 10mm faceted rose quartz. These are pretty. I do have a larger one coming next, but they're not as pretty. These are nice. You're in. You want to see the old stock? There's some cool stuff. I have to go through and price it, but coming soon. It's in the back of my mind as far as things I need to do. Yes. Yeah. Sure, absolutely. There's the 10 millimeter. Skull charms. I might have some flat, like filigree style sugar skulls that are coated. So they're like turquoise or teal colored. I think that's the only thing I have in skulls right now. Sometimes as it gets closer to Halloween, I'll pick up another one. There is the 12 millimeter rose quartz. You can see it's much more pale, but it is bigger. They're both $8 for a half strand either size, 12 millimeter or 8 millimeter. Cool, thanks. Appreciate it. 10 millimeter for your kingdom. Welcome in, everybody. We're doing stone strands today, stone half strands, so 7.5 to 8 inches long for everything. I do a bundle show, so if there's something you want, you just say me in the chat. I start you a basket. When you're ready to check out, I'll add everything up for one total for you. What are these? Jade. These are interesting. They kind of have a funny finish. More of a matte finish. These are $8 for a half strand, 12 millimeter faceted coins. I can't decide if I like it or not with that matte finish on there. $8, half strands. I've got 2. All right. Ooh, these are really cool. They're big. These are big. I've not heard of this. Parrot stone. 13 millimeter rounds, $8 a strand. That's a very odd size. I've got to check that. It's a 14 millimeter round. One of those for gray pearl. Isn't it cool? Have you ever heard of parrot stone before? I have not. They got some cool patterns to them. 14 millimeter rounds. $8 for a half strand. I know. There's always something. Do they glow anywhere? No, they don't glow. Find out all the things about them. Very cool. Great pearl. I feel like I like this strand better. I'm swapping you. I want to give you one that. I want to give you the best one. I just grabbed one to start with, and then I was looking at them. I was like, I think that one's better. All right, I have 2 of these. $8 for a half strand denim quartz. These are dyed 12 millimeter coins, faceted. One for your kingdom. Green jasper on your app. Sometimes the names are really made up. I'm guessing because of some of the patterns on there, someone was like, it kind of looks like my parrot. And so it got adapted, or adopted. Sometimes the versions of jaspers and agates are kind of made up. Or like for a while, like Red Creek Jasper, there was like one vendor who's like, only ours is called Red Creek Jasper because we get it from XYZ mine, and that's our mine, so it's our name. But then it kind of got more widely adapted, but it's also known as Picasso Jasper, so it's crazy. It's crazy. I know a lot of you guys got this when I had full strands. I don't have any more full strands. Libyan Desert Glass. I do not have any of that. I'm sorry. That sounds cool though. This is Nunderite. It's from Australia. 10 millimeter rounds, half strands for $8. Got half strands in the 10 millimeter. One of those for gray pearl. And then I also have it. Yeah, it's on the tag for you. You'll get it like that. So you'll have that info. And the price on the other side of that tag. And then these are 8 millimeter half strands in Nunderite. $6 for the 8 millimeter size. I have more of those. Parrot wing stone is a stone of joy, vitality, self-expression. Vivid colors inspire creativity, confidence, and a zest for life. I can get on board with that. I like a zesty life. Zest for life. Is that different than a zesty life? I love it. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. I love having my Googlers in here. My researchers. Because I know some stuff. I don't know a lot. I don't know everything. I don't know. Nunderite is new to me too. This one is from Australia. And I think somebody said that it helps ground you to nature. I'm like, cool. Google worthy. Love it. I know. What did we do before Google? My kids are just baffled. I'm like, yeah, we had to like go to the library and get an encyclopedia. And if it wasn't in there, we'd have to go to the card catalog, see if we can find a book. They're like, wow. Natural lapis, Nevada. Nevada lapis. We had this the other day. We just made stuff up. I love it. This is lapis that is found in Nevada, but so chemically, I'm guessing the chemical structure to it is very similar, or if not, the same as blue lapis, but this is found in Nevada, and they call it this. I know, a book? What's a book? $8 for a half strand, 8mm round. This has kind of a gray, green, ivory, and pink combo. Yes. One for Carmen. We had worked in the library. We had to update a card catalog. Yes. I know. I was in college, like right on the cusp. Carmen, I got one for you. And I got one for Tracy. Right on the cusp of like the internet becoming an acceptable resource. But man, we really had to like prove our source was worthy if we pulled any information from the internet. Oh, the microfiche files. Yes, the microfiche. I had to do that in high school, I remember, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's got to be a better way. Little did I know the internet was coming. This is called Nevada lapis, which it always strikes me weird when something is called like lapis, because lapis we know is blue, but we Googled it. We Googled it, and that's what it said. Only did books. I wonder how many card catalogs are available. I know. I want a card catalog to line up all my baggies of beads. How good would that be? The Google. That's what I want. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Yes, right? Let's get you, Tracy. All right. So the half from last week plus the couple of strands from today as one checkout for you. Is that what you want to do? Gosh, these are cool. Sounds good. Did you have a nice birthday, by the way? Happy birthday. What was it, yesterday? $224. That's totally fine. I will support this fully. It's fine. You're so sweet. All right, there you go, Tracy. Look at those spacers with the ocean jasper. Woo! Love that. Okay, so then you're caught up. And I'm gonna put these in a thing. Here we go. So you have a list of things that you want for today as well, or for next week, or you can tell me what you need to do, and I can accommodate. If you want things for today, I want to make sure we get it before I end the show, so that you can get that combined shipping. Working on new stuff, so you need to for next week. Okay, perfect. No problem. that works great for me as well. So then you can just message me as you want. All right, these are $8. This is a 10 by 5 millimeter faceted teardrop top drilled black onyx. $8 for a half strand. You get a ton of these guys on a half strand. Look at that. So if you want to work on your wire wrapping, these are good. Aren't they pretty? They're not huge. They're just good little accent drops in the black, and they're faceted. So just lovely. One of those for Tracy. These are 8 millimeter smooth rounds in tourmalated quartz. $8 for a half strand. Tourmalated quartz is always going to be one of my favorites. I love all the random striations that tourmalated quartz has. I always feel like it's like contained chaos, which kind of feels like me sometimes. Feel a little chaotic, but I'm contained. Love those. $8. Maybe that's why I relate to them. $8 for a half strand, 8 millimeter rounds, black tourmalated quartz. Very cool. So these are all half strands. So you can just say me today. Everything's a half strand. So I'm not cutting any of these in half beyond that, if that makes sense. There you go. Thank you. Internet was made public April 30th, 1993. I wouldn't have said it was that long ago. That's interesting. Because I remember, so I was 11. I mean, that probably tracks. I remember getting internet in our house. It was before I could drive, so probably 14 or 15. So 3 or so years beyond that. Huh. Happy anniversary, internet. I remember one of the first websites we went to was the M&M website. We're like, what do you do with the internet? You just look for things? I don't know. So funny. Your kingdom, were you claiming, or is that something else? Okay, there we go. Graduated 78, so no. Google help. Yes. $7.50. Green Adventuring Hishis. These are about a 4 by 2 millimeter little Hishi bead. Oh, I remember the dial-up sound. I've got one for Kelly. I remember. Man, I would come home from school and I would hop on my dial-up internet. Well, the families. And I would go to AOL chat, do AOL chats with all my friends that I just left school from. Kathy, I got one for you as well. That was my day. So funny. And then nobody could get any phone calls because I was on the internet. But oh yeah, Prodigy. I don't know if I knew about Prodigy. $6. Half strands. These are bone, buffalo bone, 8 millimeter coins. $6 for a half strand. I know, we all are. I totally am. You got a cell phone. You've got mail. Yes. Man, I loved that sound. You've got mail. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, get rid of the emails. I know. So I fall into this generation that they call Zennials, and it's this like micro generation. And I think they say like roughly the years are like 1978 to like 1984, 85, something like that. Where our generation can fully function without technology. We did school without technology. We did all the things. But when all this technology like basically bombarded the world, our brains were still undeveloped enough that we learned it quickly and can adapt very easily to use it. So it's like this very special. It's very special. $30 a month for 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. Yep. A Zennial. Not millennial, not a Gen Z. Zennial. It's Gen X, I think is what it is. Gen X, yeah. 3mm malachite. These are natural. $6 for a half strand. 3mm malachite. Love it. Love it. Technically, I think my birth year falls into the millennial, but it's right. It's in that micro generation of zennial where I was born in 82. Isn't it interesting? Yeah. So like generation before mine, some of the people have had a hard time adapting to like internet for everything, technology for everything. And the generation after mine would be totally lost if the power went out. So a 5-speed survivor. I only drove a stick shift until I got married. Gen X husband's a boomer. Love it. Love it. You're a boomer. Oh, so fun. I love it. That is one of the best things also about beads. Can I tell you that for a minute? That we are from all different years of life, right? And we are all connected on these beads. I love it. I can do it all. I'm a survivor. That's right. $6 for a half strand rose quartz lentils, 8mm size. So these have that staggered hole, which gets those beads to kind of, I don't know, they remind me of like roof shingles, where they just all kind of stack on top of each other. One of those for Tracy, a Gen X2. Love it. Love it. The bead bond is real. It really is. I know. I love it. Guys, we made it through a box. Here's the last one in this box. Tiger Eye. Square cylinders, 13 by 4mm, $6 for a half strand. Tiger Eye. The bead bond. I like that. It's fun to say. One of those for Kelly. The bead bond. It's so funny, like just generational things. And my girls, when they're bored, well, the other day they're like, "Dad, we need a camera." We're like, "What? Why do you need a camera?" And we're gonna make a channel. We're gonna make a channel. We're making a YouTube. I'm like, oh man, I didn't know what that was at all when I was a kid. It wasn't a thing. That's why. I'll put these back in this box and I'll get a new one. A love-hate relationship with technology. Yeah, I feel like that sometimes too. Husband refused to learn and use Google Workspace and calendars at work. Now retired, doesn't have a secretary. He's inept. Ah, so funny. When we were kids, TV channels were done at like 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's interesting. There are worse addictions than beads. That is so true. This is a totally healthy one. I fully support it. Oh, this box is heavy. Heavy, heavy. Ooh. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. All right. Appreciated Jasper teardrops. $8.50 for a half strand. These are 12 by 8mm size. Exactly. You don't get DUIs buying beads. Oh, I love it. And you have, some mental capacity when you're done buying beads. 12 by 8mm appreciated Jasper. One of those for Tracy. Well, I mean, there's that. There is that. I have to tell you, Reba, guys, I gotta slow down. I I finished up an order with one of my distributors in the Czech Republic. So they're going to actually send it in 2 boxes because I really went a little wild. I just had my bead vendor here and went a little wild. And then I just messaged my other bead vendor and was like, I have an order ready to go and I want you to send me these new things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, when my credit card bill comes, I'm just kind of ignorance is bliss right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Kim, you want one of those? They're beautiful. Let me grab those. One for Kim S. Helping with my credit card bill. I don't even think that's all of it. No, it's not. Actually, I have 2 boxes of charms. One from one vendor. One has made it. One is on the way. Oh, maybe that's coming today. Oh, I got another box of check glass yesterday. Forgot about that one. And then I have like 2 giant boxes of charm and chain coming. I don't know why they haven't shipped it yet. It's been sitting in their warehouse for 4 days. $8.50 for a half strand Botswana agate freeform chips. Yes. I know. I can relate, Gray Pearl. It does add up so fast. One of those for Tracy. Good old Botswana. Sure. These are $8.50 for a half strand. I love Botswana agate too. So much. There's the teardrops. Appreciated. Teardrops, $8.50 for a half strand. And those are about a 12 by 8 millimeter teardrop. 12 by 8. I think I said it as you typed, but just in case. One for your kingdom and one for Tracy. I already have one for you. If you want a second, I will get you a second. Okay. That's okay. I was just showing them again. You like them. You really like them. $8.50 for a half strand. This has a mystic coating on it. I don't always love mystic coatings, but this one is done nicely. It's a 6 millimeter faceted round white agate. So you have that kind of semi-transparency to it. And then that mystic coating on it. It's kind of like a AB finish, really. Sometimes on the stones, I see it where it's really scratched up. This one is not. So I think it's kind of cool. But those are $8.50 for a half strand, 6 millimeter faceted rounds. They are very disco-y. I think in the gray agate, I had a bigger one. I'll have to find it. It's cool. It's totally different though. Like, it's a different vibe. You want to do one of those, Tracy? You got it. Oops. Pinched my finger in my clip. All right, $8.50 for a half strand strawberry quartz teardrop. I do believe these are naturally glass. I don't think this is a stone, but it gets qualified as a stone because somebody said so. Man-made. They're cool. Yeah, I love it. I have them for you. These are pretty. So this is my last show of the week, Carmen. I would like to check you out today if possible, or I can send you a listing for a checkout later this weekend or something. I know sometimes paychecks come through on Fridays and whatnot. So, but just send me a message on what you need to do. That'll be okay. I'll be back on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week, I think. I am trying to get things kind of paid off today, close out the month since it's the last day of the month. So sure, I'll send you a listing. That'll work. Thank you so much. Blue Apatite 6 millimeter round, $6.50. These are pretty. $6.50 for a half strand. 6mm rounds. These are not quite as dark as I think you're looking for, JWM. But goodness, I love Apatite. So pretty. All right, you guys tell me what you think about this. This falls into the category of something I wouldn't buy. I don't think they're bad. I wouldn't buy them. I don't know why. $8.50 for a half strand. This is 8mm matte amethyst. I know. No, they look like sea glass, don't they? It's matte amethyst. $8.50 for a half strand. I know, that's kind of like, I'm not sure. I haven't seen it before. So I think I'd rather have like sea glass than matte amethyst. I think is where I'm landing on it. Totally fine. I'll send them back. Ooh, these are cool. Preonite, black hair preonite. Ooh, these are really cool. 3x5mm faceted rondelles, $8.50 for a half strand. Yeah, doesn't thrill. I agree. These do though. I like these. So the black hair preonite has a lot more of those like little hairy inclusions in there. I agree that, yeah, if you had a project in mind, that would be good to have, but just to, hoard and keep in your collection. Yeah, not as thrilled about them. $8.50 for a half strand on those 5x3mm faceted rondelles. These I do like. They're almost like moss agate. The middle one. There's two middle ones. This one. Yes. You got it. Okay. Woo, these are nice. I wonder if these have been dyed. These are rose quartz. It says double A quality, but this is why I'm questioning if they've been dyed. So you got some spots on here that look like they're holding dye tighter than the rest of the stone. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong buying these, even if they are dyed, but I just wanted you to be aware that I am a little suspicious that they've been dyed. These are $8.50 for a half strand. This is a 10mm rose quartz. The color is really pretty. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Still really pretty. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's just something to be aware of. Yes. It does help enhance that color. So those are nice. $8.50 for a half strand. The darkest, that one. They do look like bubblegum. Bubblegum beads. They are pretty. Go from big to little. 4mm faceted rounds. Chinese pink opal. $8.50 for a half strand. 4mm faceted rounds. 3 of these are fairly pink. 2 of them are a little more peachy. So if you want one of these, let me know if you want the more pink or the more peachy. Kind of separated those out. Half strands for $8.50. 4mm faceted rounds. Chinese pink opal. Yeah, they're both. The 3 on the left are a little more pink. The 2 on the right are a little more peach. Oh, it's preonite. Let me pull those back out. They're very cool. I like them. And they call it black hair preonite. So yeah, it has that like a tourmalated quartz or like the rutilated quartz. It has that in there. And so it's almost like a cross between like a tourmalated quartz and a moss agate and preonite. Like it's kind of reminds me of all three. But these are $8.50 for a half strand, and it's a 5 by 3 millimeter faceted rondelle. One for Kelly, two for Deuce. Those are gone. Yes.
I didn't put it down here yet.
Okay. Be nice to Lila when you go upstairs, please. What did I do? Here we go. All right. Those two have been at each other's throats all day. I have them on separate floors. I'm like, you cannot be together while I do a show, because even when you say you're going to be kind, you're not kind. 15 for a half strand. These are faceted nuggets in amethyst, about 10 by 14 millimeters roughly. Each strand a little different. Oh no, you're fine. Derail away. I derail all the time. I know. Oh man, I'm so thankful because we have sent one child all the way up. We have the basement, the main floor, and a second floor. And we have sent one child to the basement and one child all the way upstairs because they just have a hard time. And then other days they'll play together wonderfully for hours on end. So, day to day, so different. $12 for a half strand. 10 millimeter amethyst rounds. These aren't quite as clean as some of the others we've had, but they are still pretty. 10 millimeter size, $12 for a half strand amethyst. That scares me, J-Wim. But you know what? Maybe there's something to it. Maybe I'll try it sometime. My roommate, she said when they were kids, when they couldn't get along, her dad would make them stand nose to nose on either side of the screen door. And they would usually just end up giggling. It was scary. See, that's what I mean. How many beads are on a half strand? It depends on the size. So the half strands are usually between 7.5 to 8 inches long. But if you want to count on anything specific, let me know and I can count them up for you. It worked though. All right, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. It scares me. Rainbow fluorite 5 millimeter faceted rounds. I'm measuring these because they don't look like fives. My guess is they're closer to. Oh no, it's coming in at 5. Just shy. 4 3/4. $8.50 for a half strand. It's rainbow fluorite. It's fairly pale. Someone made me sit next to someone I didn't like on the school bus to learn, and I never gotten over how mad it made you. See? Your son always gave him first. And I have 2 girls. And the first one is stubborn, and the second one is more stubborn. I don't know if it'll work. If I get desperate, I'll try it. Summer's coming. Yeah, 2 girls. Oh boy. $8.50 for a half strand, 3 millimeter faceted blue lace agate. It's pretty pale again. I think I have some smooth 3 millimeters that are a little nicer. But $8.50 for a half strand for these. One for Tracy, one for Pearl and Oliver's mom. It's not like going into a baby when crying the crib who's overtired and can't. Yeah, that's called motherhood torture. I know. Oh, I know. It's so hard. I remember when Lila was tiny. There was one night she just would not stop screaming and crying. And we couldn't, we were trying everything. She was we were in our condo, so she must have only been 2 months old because we moved pretty early after she was born. And finally, my husband just holds her head and tips her upside down. And she loved it and stopped crying. I'm like, oh gosh. Yeah, we've never hit our kids either. No spankings, no nothing. Yeah, we take toys. We take privileges away. TV time, iPads. We don't do a lot of iPads, but we take that stuff away. These are blue lace agate. Took the baby monitor away. I know my husband would do that too because I can't stand to like listen to him cry. Even now, he's like, you just have to sometimes like let them cry it out. They're okay. They're safe. You can't go in there all the time. Yes. And Gray Pearl, man, my oldest, I've taken stuff away. And she goes, I don't care. I don't like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're 8. This is going to be trouble. Don't worry. I go back and take something a little more painful away. But uh, uh. Mystic Baby Blue Agate, 6mm faceted rounds, $8.50 for a half strand. Same. This Mystic coating's more like a luster. It doesn't have any of that rainbow to it, but you kind of have that blue tone underneath it. Yeah, well, I'm gonna not give in to her reverse psychology. One of those for your kingdom. That is a 6mm, so just so you know. Put yourself in timeout and confused your son. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. These are $8.50 for a half strand. Like, mom needs a timeout. I'm going to my room. I love it. I love it. Yes, I love it. Ooh, Morganite. These are cool. $15 for a half strand. 8mm satellite facet. This is a really cool cut. I don't see it very often right now. But I don't even know really how to describe it, but it's very, very cool. Called a satellite cut. 8mm Morganite A grade. Packed bags of kids and said, if you're not nice, you need to live with not nice people. Ooh, that's good too. Lanternish, yes. One for Pearl and Oliver's mom. Mine are one boy, one girl, and they've argued all their lives. Oh, I'm sorry, Reba. I hope someday that my girls really just realize that it's special they have each other and get along well. Got one of these for Kim S. Mommy's going to sit on the stairs until she's not mad about your behavior. Yes. I love it. Yeah, I think they will. My sister and I are 7 years apart. She annoyed the snot out of me. But now I adore her, so it's getting better. Good. I think just, some of that is just brain maturity, like it comes with time. Because you won't take sides. Good for you. No, you shouldn't. And have a martini. Ooh, green turquoise. These are cool. 6mm lantern. See, now they're calling it a lantern facet, but it's that same satellite cut. These are $15 for a half strand. These are really cool. One for Kathy, one for Kelly. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my smoothie and go sit on the stairs and say, I'm going to sit here until I'm not mad anymore. You know what? That's pretty healthy anyway. Remove yourself from the situation. Don't buy into it. Don't feed into it. Time my teen son yelled from upstairs, the power is off in the middle of a video game. Breaker box is beautiful tool. Yes. Now I can just cut the internet too. See, there is some benefit to technology. Love it. You guys are giving me brilliant ideas. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 15 for a half strand, 5mm faceted round tourmaline. Got a lot of the black in there, a little bit of the watermelon color, some greens. 5mm faceted rounds, 15 for a half strand. Get that a little closer. Went to your mom. Wait, you went to Mean Mom's school. Cuddle A's. All right, I'm calling you Karen when my kids are acting. I'm like, I don't know what to do. They're so mean. How am I mean back? Lepidolite, 6x4mm faceted rondelles, 15 for a half strand. There you go. I love it, Deuce. I bet I have to try it today. Like I said, they've already been at each other's throats. Yeah, they've made me cry before. Like, I just don't get it. Like, what? 15. Lepidolite, 6x4. Not often. Usually when I'm like dealing with my own stuff too, but aren't they cool? Oh, look at these though. I like these. Amazonite, 15 for a half strand, 8mm satellite cuts. Or lanterns. Whatever you want to call them. These are really cool. 15 for a half strand, 8mm size. No, I'm not. Can you tell? Never cry, let them cry first. You did go to me mom school, didn't you? One for Kelly, one for Pearl and Oliver's mom. Oh, it's because probably because I need to hydrate. They do have lines. I thought it was my old lady hands. My grandma's hands used to do that. I just thought I was aging. Maybe I just need to drink more. Sister was 11 years older than you. Yes. Oh, palm side. Oh, right there. So that is my old lady hands then. Just kidding. I got a big old water. Thank you, Gray Pearl. That is true. Because I care, it's exhausting. Oh, rhodochrosite. Rhodochryssolite. 4mm faceted rounds. I feel like we Googled this one time. $8.50. These are kind of cool. 4mm faceted rounds. Love your mom, but she put up with nothing. One for Tracy. Yeah, I definitely give them more grace than I probably should. But maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. What's that balance? Let's start, and I'm sure that's different from kid to kid. I probably give too much though. She was a feisty one. These are cool. I'm a little sad on some of the hole placement on that bead there, but fluorite, 10 by 8mm faceted oval. These are 15 for a half strand. These are pretty. Really clear. Just that one bead, darn it. One for Kim S. Someone forgot to give you the manual. I didn't get one either. Wouldn't that be nice? One of the things that my mom did that I really appreciated, and she did this more when I was a teenager, but occasionally she would ask me, she would say, is there something I could be doing better to parent you? Like, is there something, that you think I'm too hard on, something I should be more strict about? Like, she was pretty open, which I always appreciated. Totally fine, Gray Pearl. Totally fine. Because she calls when I'm on. Oh, or maybe it was somebody else that said that. All the daughters call when I do shows. Tourmaline, $15 for a half strand. These are like kind of wild chips here. But you get some amazing colors. Yours. I love it. I love it. $15 for a half strand. Yeah, the colors are really amazing. The bead in between is just a little seed bead. I don't even know if it's a glass seed bead. Yeah, see, and I know that's true too, Tracy. I know that's true too. So we do discipline. And it's always very dramatic. Every single time. Woo, these are cool. 10mm faceted bronzite. I don't see faceted bronzite very often. 10mm rounds, $15 for a half strand. 10mm faceted round bronzite. So cool, right? Tell your son, I've never done this before. Let's figure it out. I love that. I love that. There's that line. That line of grace. Yes, these have a really good bronzy tone to them. Starts to tear and she gives in. So they can be. These are not magnetized, but the gray portion of bronzite is an iron oxide, which is hematite, and so it can be magnetized. These are not. If you had a really strong magnet, you could, get them to be magnetized, but isn't that interesting? Who knew? I just thought this lady was like lying her tail off. Nope, learned something new. I don't see this often either anymore. Pyrite. Look at that cut. Really cool cut. These are heavy because it's pyrite. Pyrite also naturally tarnishes. So just know it could get a little darker than this. These are 15 for a half strand, and they're calling that a faceted round. It's definitely a special facet. 8mm size, 15 for a half strand. I've had to apologize to kids for being angry. I've apologized. Anytime I lose my cool, I apologize. I don't want people to talk to me that way. So I apologize to them. Yep. We're all human. We all do it. We all mess up. We all could have made better choices sometimes, and that's okay. $15 kunzite. Oh, they're calling it a tusk. It's like a very wide chip. But the holes do lean to like one side or the other. So I think that's why they're calling it a tusk. This kunzite is a really pretty color. And these are $15 for a half strand. I wish I could find more kunzite. I think it's really pretty. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I also want to walk what I talk, If I'm asking them to apologize, I want them to see it from me too. 15 for a half strand blue kyanite tusks. These are cool. 15 for a half strand. They did again have those little seed beads in between, but you don't have to leave them there. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. These are citrine faceted teardrops. Oh, I love these. $12 for a half strand. These are 12 by 8mm size. These are really pretty. They're not super, super dark, but they're definitely citrine-y. Let me show them up here a little more. Faceted teardrops. $12 for a half strand. One for Tracy. One for the mean mom. Just kidding. There we go. Got one free. I might keep a strand of these too if they don't sell out. I like those. $12. 12 by 8. Pink. Exactly. No parent is perfect. $12 for a half strand magenta tiger eye 10mm round. These are dyed. This does not come out of the ground, this color. As I overheard one vendor tell somebody one time, and I walked away. Grew up super strict household, so I learned to back off. Yeah. On your own parenting skills, not healthy for any of us. It's so hard. Yeah, you do the best you can do. You do the best you can do. And I think it depends on the kid too. Like some kids need that like really strict, stern, and you don't always know if they need it or not. But like me, my parents would look at me with like just a look, and I would just crumble into tears like, "Oh my gosh, I did something wrong." So, I mean, it's kid to kid. And then you got my kid who's like, "Yeah, so." Okay. $12. I'm going to measure that again. The look. I know. That is a 12 millimeter round, not 14 like the tag says. 12 millimeter round, $12. Black onyx, half strands. Yes. Son and daughter never hit their children. Something wore off. Yes, that's good. We did get some spankings when we were kids. Never like out of anger. Like it was appropriate. But my mom said she told us before she wished she had never had. So, and it's not in my personality to discipline that way at all. So we don't do it that way. $12 white opal. These have some little dendritic patterns in them. Very cool. White opal, 10 millimeter rounds, $12 for a half strand. I think that's probably twice. I got sent to the corner a lot. Timeout. And I do remember one time I did talk back, and they sent me to the corner, and I said, I don't care. I like the corner. And my mom said, good, because that's where you're staying. I think I was like 5, maybe. 10 millimeter rounds, $12 for a half strand. Sure, Reba. We can get you checked out. Thanks for hanging out today. Yep, the look. That was usually enough for me to get myself back into shape. All right, Reba. We have 2 at $6.50. 1, 2. There we go. 2 at $7.50. 1 and 2 at 6. Oh, here's another $7.50. 1 at 7. 1 and 2 at 5. And 1 at 10. It's a denim lapis, actually. I might have a couple more of those. $74.50. We'll round down to $74. I love it. I love it. No nonsense. All right, there you go, Reba. Thank you, my friend. Thanks for hanging out today. Make sure you guys are following Wise Old Bag Lady. She does tutorials and fun stuff. Some were from Monday, some were from the beginning of today's show. Yes, a mix. There's a mix there. Here, Grey Pearl, if you're interested. No pressure, but here's the lapis. Denim lapis, $7.50 for a half strand. 12 by 5 millimeter rice. One's a little darker, one's a little lighter. But those are $7.50 for the half strand. No problem. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. I grabbed the darker one for you. Already done, my friend. Druzy agate blue dyed. 8 millimeter round, $5.50 for a half strand. These are a fun blue. Really matte finished. Let's see, Druzy's on there. Yeah, there's a few on there. $5.50 for a half strand. That one's cool. Druzy, blue dyed agate. Interesting. I'm not. Okay, it says it's translucent yellow aventurine. I'm not sure about that. $5.50 for a half strand. 6x4mm rondelle. I don't know. I would guess it's an agate over a translucent aventurine. I have not heard of that, but I could be wrong. So druzy should refer to the little pockets that have sparkle. So there's your druzy on this one. So this one they would call a druzy agate. Now, not all of these beads have little drusies. That one has a tiny, tiny one. There's a big druzy. That's what it should be referring to. And you can see that one kind of has like a notch out of it where that druzy is sitting. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, that's what the druzy should refer to. Now, that's not to say not everybody is using it appropriately. Yeah, there's not really any banding in these. A little tiny bit, which suggests to me an agate. But anyway, $5.50 for a half strand. If you like them and don't care what they actually really maybe are, then they're great. $5.50 for a half strand. You're old now. You're fine. With that birthday, we had a birthday. Here's a white agate druzy strand. So these have not been dyed. These are $5.50 for a half strand as well. Again, we just have a few little pockets. That one's kind of cool. They have the matte finish on them, which is kind of typical for any druzy beads. I don't know why they do that necessarily, but $5.50 for a half strand, 8mm size. Couple of cool ones. Not super heavy on the druzies. Overall, I would say. These, whoa, these are cool. $5.50. Yeah. Oh, a druzy. I think I've seen every once in a while. I'll keep an eye out. These are $5.50 for a half strand, 6x4mm Petersite. Hello. $5.50 for a half strand. That's crazy. 6x4mm half strand, or 6x4mm rondelles half strands for $5.50. One for JD. One for Pearl and Oliver's mom. One for Tracy. I got two more. That's a crazy price for Petersite. Crazy good. And those are really pretty. All right. $5.50 for a half strand. Yes. I agree. Oh, here's some Botswana agate. $9 for a half strand, 8mm round. Botswana agate. These are pretty good. They have lots of good banding in there. Ooh, look at that one. Where'd it go? This one. It's like a squiggly banding in that orange. Love it. $9 for a half strand, 8mm rounds. Botswana agate. One of those for Tracy. Yes, it is. It's a nice one. I like it. Oh, these are funky. Funky monkey. $9 for a half strand. Aquaterra Jasper dyed purple. It's like an imperial jasper. This is dyed. It's super fun, super funky. $9 for a half strand, 10mm rounds. They're kind of wild. I kind of like them. One for $84. You kind of like them. You've just been hanging out quiet in the corner there. Nice to have you in here. They're fun. They're fun. You can lurk away. Totally fine. It's allowed in here. I allow lurking. Moss agate 8mm rounds. These are $5.50 for a half strand. These are pretty nice too. $5.50 for a half strand, 8mm round moss agate. Be good, be good. Don't do it. I love it. I love it. Moss agate's one that has picked up in popularity too. I'm seeing a lot more of it, but it's pretty fun. You got those nice, almost like jewel tone shades of green, and you have that good variety between some being like kind of transparent, translucent, to more opaque. I think that's what makes them fun. $5.50 for a half strand. All right, these are closer to the color, JM. I don't know if you like this shape. These are $9 for a half strand blue apatite. Hi, Granny. Hello, hello. These are about 8 to 12mm chips in kind of a free-form, smooth shape. Little seed beads in between there. $9 for a half strand. Jennifer, I got one for you. So you can just claim me because everything is a half strand today. So I'm not cutting anything in half beyond that. And did I have a basket for you from like yesterday or the day before? I feel like I wrote your name down. Where did I put you? Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Last week. Okay. That's why I can't find it. I'm like, I know I wrote your name down. All my days blur together. Thank you, Jennifer. One more of the agates. Sure. Of this one? This one's a Jasper. Is that what you mean, 84? Oh, do one of the moss agates. Never mind. I can read. I got you. I fly by the seat of my pants all the time, Jennifer. I try and stay as organized as I can, but I forget, just like I did with you. I'm like, I know I wrote your name down. Oh, that was last week. Thank you. I do my best, and I'm always open to reminders and criticism when I don't. It doesn't offend me. Peach Adventuring Nuggets. These are $5.50 for a half strand. That Jasper are $9 for a half strand. So let's do these real quick, and then I'll show you that Jasper again. Yeah, I know you did 84. I thought I read it as like you want another one, and I was like, no, you want a moss agate. I didn't read it right. That's really what it was. $5.50 Peach Adventuring Nuggets. All right, show those again for Granny. This is a dyed Terra Jasper, Aqua Terra Jasper, 10mm rounds. It's basically an Imperial Jasper, which they dye all the time. But those are $9 for a half strand. 10mm rounds. They're fun. I mean, you can't deny those colors are fun and funky. Not typical for stones. not natural, let's say. Let's put it that way. They are a little big. They are bigger for sure. We've got an 8mm. Oh, no, that says 7mm. Let's measure. Yeah. It's about a 7mm. 7mm amethyst, $9 for a half strand. These are pretty nice. Yes, Am Torres, absolutely. We'll do these amethyst and get you checked out. Actually, I'll probably been on 2.5 hours, so I'll probably just do a couple more after I check you out. Okay. You want to check out the stuff you have today, Tracy? And then do just a couple more after these checkouts, and then probably wrap things up for today, so I can take care of my kiddos and all that jazz. All right, one at $3.50. Sure, Pearl and Oliver's mom. Oh. Two at $3.50. 1, 2 at $4. 1, 2 at $7. 1 at $6.50. Got 1, 2, 3 at $5. So $50.50. So we'll round down for an even 50. Oh, shopper, that makes me so happy. I'm glad you're happy with it. I do try really hard to get good quality, especially when it comes to those higher end stones. Like, if you got to pay for it, let's make it nice. There you go, Amtors. I would love to see pictures if you want to send pictures. Yes, JWM, we can do that. That works perfect for me, Sue. Thank you so much. Thanks, Amtors. Appreciate you. Okay, Tracy. All right, we have 1 at 9. 1, 2, 3 at $8.50. There's one more at $8.50. And here we go. 1, 2, 3 at $8.50. I thought I had them all. I guess not. 1 at $7.50. Another at $8.50. Maybe I got them all this time. 1 at $6. 1 at $5.50. 1 at $12, and 2 at $8. You gotta start somewhere, shopper. I'm sure it's wonderful. 124, Tracy. Rice-shaped blue ones. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, that's okay. Jennifer, if you want, it should be streaming to my YouTube channel, and you can rewatch the whole show and send me screenshots of what you want in your basket today. That would be fine. There you go, Tracy. Yes. Yeah, you can see everything. Got you running. That's okay. There you go. Thank you. Happy birthday. There it is. That's for your next stuff. Just make sure you check out your next stuff when I'm live so you can use that coupon. Who is after Tracy? Pearl and Oliver's mom. right, we have 1 and 2 at 15. Ah, you did the math. I love it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 at 13. That's true. That's a great point. That is a great point. 1 at 12.50. 1 and 2 and 3 at 6. All right, 1 at 8.50. 1 at 5.50. And 1 at 8. Pearl and Oliver's mom, 134.50, and I round that 50 cents down for 134. The turquoise, which one? There's so many yummy things. There you go, Pearl and Oliver's mom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Good to see you. The Amazonite, is that what you're eyeballing? Those are pretty. Everything in there is beautiful. Love it. What is the colorful one? This one is Morganite, if that's what you're looking at. Morganite. And then this one is Fluorite. Oh, this one's Ocean Jasper, which I think I have some of those left. I can't believe that I didn't get those all cleaned out. Ocean Jasper. Yeah. And it looks like it's old stock quality. What's up, babe?
A treat. While I have a treat.
No, she did not have a treat. She wasn't supposed to.
Why?
Because I said no.
Why?
Because she's sick. She doesn't need treats.
Why?
Not right now. Let's have a nice healthy lunch first. Okay? I'm checking people out. All right, JWIM. Okay, so I have the stuff I already gave you a subtotal on, and then we'll add these. So we got 1 at 7.50. I know. She's so cute. Thank you. I mean, I'm biased, of course, but 1 at 6. Oh, that one's 5. This one's 6. What's up? Those beads are so pretty, huh? 1 at 5. 1 at 9. And 1 at 4. 201 50 cents. I'll round down. What, baby? It's not just me.
I have a long string.
One of the fruit strings?
Yeah.
Yeah, you may have a fruit string. If Lila wants a fruit string, she can have one of those too. Okay. All right, JWM, here's this. And then and after this, tell me what you want screenshotted so I can pull that for you. I know I take as many videos of her as I can so that I can remember her cute little voice. Oh, the whole pile. I see. I have it bagged. That's why I was like. Do you need it out of these littler bags? Or just like a general vibe of what you got? Does that work? Is that good? I know she just turned 5, Jennifer, like last week. And I can't believe she's already 5. Like, how'd that happen? She's going to be in kindergarten in the fall. Perfect. All right. I got you running again, J-Wham. You're welcome. Thank you. This girl, she already thinks she's 26. She asked for a little kid car with a motor so she can drive herself places. She's like, you wouldn't have to take me anywhere, Mom. I'm like, no, I'm still gonna take you places. She's very independent, which is good. I hope she doesn't lose that. She's very confident. Oh yeah. She's mad. I said, well, we don't have room in the garage. Where would we park it? She's like, you and Dad can just scooch your cars over. I'm like, I'm not scooching my car over. Let's see. Oh, my chat disappeared. I don't know who was between J-Wim and Kathy, if anybody was, but I will get Kathy. If you were in between there, let me know again in the chat. I know. Problem solved, right? That girl. All right, Kathy, we have 1 at 15. 1, 2, at 6. 1 and 2 at 750. 1 at 5. 1 at 350. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 9. Sorry, just sorting real quick. All right, 1 at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 5. 1 and 2 at 6. 1 and 2 at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 4, and 1 at 3. The royal blue, the spacers. Is that what you want to remove? The melons. Melons. Oh, these guys. Those? Yes. Okay, yep. We can take those out. You're welcome. Okay, that puts you 164.50, and we round down to 164. All right, Kathy, got you running. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay. Some crackers?
Yes, square crackers.
What kind?
Square.
Oh, square crackers. Yes. JD, looks like you're next. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be so good. You guys need a redo trip anyway. A makeup trip. The last one fell apart. Yeah, go watch it and send me a message with what you need, Jennifer, and I'll can make you a listing that way. And then you don't have to feel like you missed out on everything. It's a good option. Thank you so much. All right. JD, we have one at 350. One at 550. We've got one at 4, one at 6. Things are looking up for you, Karen. I love it. Things are looking up. Yeah, these are cool. Okay.
Well, you got mini checks.
Do I have what?
Got mini checks.
Mini checks?
Just like how I had it.
Oh. Let me have that if she wants. Yes, that's okay. 2 at 7. Bye, Gray Pearl. 1 at 450, 1 at 750, and 1 at 5. Oh, I mean, that's good. They're checking. Gotta take care of each other. One more at 7. JD, I just have to show you, like, this check that you got. There's a couple more. But all of these were just sitting together here, and it is the prettiest little pile. So pretty. Okay, let's count your beats. 1 at 10, 1 at 9, 1 at 12, 1 at 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4 at 4. Oh boy, I did something here. Okay. $109. Good sign my older one wants food. It's been a hard time getting her to eat for the last 20 hours, so just not gonna let her have candy all day. JD, there you go. Thank you so much. I know. So pretty. This one, this strand is they just released it on their website today. So I got super early access to that one. Yay. Thank you. Okay, let's scroll down. Who's next? Kim S. Okay. Got 1, 2 at 15. 1 at 850. 1 at 1 and 2 at 4. 1 at 5. I'm glad you do. I feel like that could be really boring for people to watch checkouts, but it is a good recap, isn't it? 1 and 2 at 6. 1 at 7. And 1, 2, 3 at 650. You love it too? Good. I'm glad. Wow, I really messed up that. You did not spend $800 or $500. Oh, what did I do? 30. Sorry, I did something funny here. I see what I did. 1. There we go. Okay, 1 and 2 at 4 is 8. 1 at 5. Oh, I think I know what I did. Okay. 1 at 850. That's what I did. Sorry about that. 1, 2 at 6 for 12. 1, 2, 3 at 650 and 1 at 7. Okay. Now it's right. So that puts you at 90. All right, there you go, Kim S. Thank you. Appreciate you. And just so you guys know, like if I find a mistake, because I reconcile all your orders with my bookkeeping site, if I find a mistake, I do reach out. Only if the error is in my favor. Like if I owe you money, I will reach out and tell you guys. So if I find a mistake, I do let you know. Okay, I think Gray Pearl, you're next for checkouts. Where's your name? There we go. Oh, no, you weren't leaving. You were just saying bye to other people. Okay. I thought you were like, bye, my daughter called. Oh, okay. I'm with it. I'm with it. We've got 1, 2, at 8. We have 1 and 2 at 350. 1 and 2 at 6. Oh, I'm like, how did you get this? This is from the other day. 1 long strand at 12. 1 at 4. Then we have check glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at 4. 1 at 6 and 1 at 9. Yes. 2 of those and 2 of these. They're the half strands. Do you want one of some of those? And then you have in the nunderette, you have a 12 millimeter from last week, and that's a full strand, 16 inches, 15 and 16 inches. When you have a 10 millimeter half strand. So that's what you have that's kind of doubled up. But I can adjust if you just let me know what you need. That's 94 for your total. Perfect. All right. There you go, Gray Pearl. No, you're good. You're good. I know, and sometimes it's like, what did I claim? What did I do? And it's fine, you guys. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Thank you so much. Oh, maybe you were thinking of these two. Those were different shades, and you did get both of those too. One's lighter, one's darker, but they're close. Ooh, but look, these were totally different days, and look how pretty that is together. Love that. And you got a coupon. Oh, you're sweet. All right. All right, I think I'm caught up on checkouts. I was going to do a couple more strands. You guys want to see a couple more strands, or should we just wrap things up? I do need to wrap it up soon, so it's like 2 more. Sure, might as well see what we missed out, haven't seen yet. We'll do more. I think I have another stone show scheduled for next week, so there'll be more. Oh, these are all so cool. Thank you, Gray Pearl. I just want it to be fun. I want it to be fun for me too. Like if I'm feeling too stressed, I will end a show early just because I feel stressed, not because, it's I want this to be fun. These are $9 serpentine rectangles. They kind of have the Amazonite color mixed with like a sandy color. They're very pretty. $9 for a half strand, 18 by 13 millimeter. Okay. That works for me, Your Kingdom. Kind of fun. We got those. This is actually going to be good to show you these. $9 for a half strand. These are 10 millimeter Amazonite rounds. This is why I hand pick my stones, because this is all like one bundle. And if I were shopping for these, I would pick this color over this color. And so that's why I like hand picking, because this is all 10 millimeter Amazonite. It just comes in this kind of range of colors. But these are $9 for a half strand, 10 millimeter rounds. I appreciate that. I mean, I don't want it to feel pressured. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to do that. It's not fun for me either. I don't like to pressure people in general. I'm a people pleaser. Please don't walk all over me. The far left one for JD. Yep, that one is pretty. Whew, I like these. 14 by 10 millimeter carnelian faceted rectangles. $9 for a half strand. Yeah, I leave shows when it gets like that. Like nobody wants to be there for that. And I get it. Like it could be frustrating if you just sit here and you're showing things and nobody's responding. Like I have been there. I've had those shows. But it doesn't benefit anybody to get upset. One of those for Tracy. Do you have a preference? These are all a little different. I'm just going to show like 2 more strands after this. Yeah, if you're sitting there like not buying, you feel the stress from it. That's not fun. If you want to just come and like drool over my beads for the day, that's fine. Fine with me. Okay, I'm picking one. Yeah, sometimes you need to see the options. I get that. That's also why like the YouTube channel thing is really good, because like if you can't, or even if you do sit through the whole show, but you're like, I want to rewatch and compare, 2 or 3 things or figure out what I missed. Wow, these are cool. I don't know. It works well. See? Yep, it's perfect. It works for me, Granny. Crazy lace agate, 14 millimeter rounds. We'll end on these. We'll end with a bang. These are big ones. Big bang here. Crazy lace agate, 14 millimeter rounds, $10 for a half strand. These are really cool. This is one of the reasons bigger beads can be so fun, because you really get a good idea of all the diversity that Crazy Lace Agate has. It's so fun. Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't have to feel bad though, Like your time is precious, my time is precious. You shouldn't feel obligated to be hanging out. Big ones. End with the big ones. All right. JD and Tracy, do you want to add those strands today? Or you want to just start them up for next week? Check out for JD. Combine that shipping. So JD, yours are 9. Just it won't let you use your coupon on these, Tracy. I have it set so if your total is less than the dollar amount, it won't go through. All right, JD, there's your additional strand. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, that's okay. I forgot what I was talking about. The coupon. That's okay. Yeah, it shouldn't let you use it if the coupon is worth more than the price of the auction. We need to do just a tiny bit of shipping there. What in the world? My whole show just reloaded. Hold on. Give me a second. Maybe. Oh no, it took me to a whole different show. What in the world? That was weird. Okay, where's my show? Come on. I have no idea what I clicked. Was it advertising other shows at the bottom of my show? That's weird. Here we go. Back in business. Okay. I don't know what happened on my end. It was weird. All of a sudden it was in a different show and it was like, this show has ended. And I'm like, but my show is still going and you kicked me out of it. All right. It's $9 for that. All right. There you go, Tracy. Oh, it did because I scrolled all the way down on the computer screen at the bottom. You can join other shows, which that's annoying. Whatever. Okay. Kelly, I have you. Are you in here? I didn't see V today. I'll have to message V. Jennifer's gonna watch the YouTube and comment. Let me know. So is Sue. So I have Kelly, 84, and your kingdom. Perfect. Oh yeah, and I have like one strand for you, Granny. Do I have a strand for you? No, because you passed on that one. You're just been watching. But yeah, watch away. All you want. Okay, perfect. $84. We have one at 4, one at 9, one at 11. You've been so good, Granny. 1 and 2 at 5, and 1 at 5.50. If you buy from my bin, yes, if you buy from my bin, it will combine shipping as long as I'm still live. Yep, you are good. $39.50, so we'll round down to 39. Wise old bag lady, go find her on YouTube. Is it telling you need subscribers? It's so weird. Maybe I found a glitch in the matrix. All right, there you go, 84. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, go find Wise Old Bag Lady on YouTube so she can get her whatnot connected to YouTube, and all her lovely YouTube tutorials will be saved forever. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I've like found a weird thing that was like, it was like something you had to be verified, or I don't think verification was the exact word, but something along those lines where you had to at least have your channel for 24 hours, or it took 24 hours to approve you or something like that. And then once that came through, I was able to link it up to whatnot real quickly. All right. Yes. So you should qualify then. That should be fine. All right, I think we're to you, your kingdom, because I seem to have lost Kelly. If she comes in, let me know. So I'm just going to do some sorting real quick for you, your kingdom. Sort. And then the counting should be fast. We are like all over the place with price points. That's okay. Um, this one. Okay. No, these two. Okay. 6. Oh, I probably should have ended my show a while ago. I can feel my brain getting mushy. So I'm going to be very careful adding you up. Because I don't want to mess up. I have the denim quartz a couple of times in today's show and in my show on Monday. Those are 8. Okay. All the tags keep flipping upside down. That's what's part of the problem. All right. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3 at 5. I think in the rectangle I do. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 6. 1 at 6.50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 8. 1 and 2 at 7.50. 1 at 8.50. 2 at 3.50. Oh, another one at 8.50. Thought I sorted those. I guess I didn't very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 11. 1 and 2 at 7. 1 at 4. 1 at 20. And 1 at 13. There's your stone. Okay. 2 at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 4. 1 at 9. 1 at 8. 1 at 10. 1 at 7 and 1 at 12. 304.50, and I'll round that down. Okay. Should be right. Watching this weekend? Yes. Love it. All right. There you go, your kingdom. Thank you so, so much. Anybody that I missed? Did Kelly come back in yet? I got Kelly. I think just Kelly and V are really only people I haven't talked to. So that's pretty good. That's good. Thank you so much. And yay. Excellent coupon for next time. Next week, I think I'm doing like one of each. I think I'm doing charms, stone, and check glass next week, all on different days. My Monday show is going to be later in the day. Because Cute Brindley has a little school program. So it'll be more in the afternoon on Monday. But I think the other days will be at normal time. So anybody else need anything before we head on out? All right. Let's find somebody to raid. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all a ton. I love that I get to do this, and you guys are the reason I get to do it. So I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys. I will see you next week. Oh, perfect. Yes, let's go see Cactus. She also has fun tutorials. Thank you guys. I will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. If you need something in the meantime, just shoot me a message. Love ya.